Understand that perfection isn't a real thing. It's like a facade that people make up in their head. We are our own perfect person, and you can't look at someone and think, oh my goodness, he or she is perfect, because everyone has imperfections. Nobody is perfect, but what you can do is be your perfect version of yourself. Hey guys, I hope you're all well and staying blessed. In today's video, I'm going to be speaking about how you can become unstoppable. So you might be thinking like, how can I become unstoppable? And I feel like everyone wants to become unstoppable because you want to be the best person and the best version of yourself for your life. And the reason you want to become unstoppable is because you want to be able to do anything you put your mind to, and you want to be able to just let go of those limiting beliefs. So the first thing you need to understand is that you are in control of your life. So you really do have to let go of those limiting beliefs. Like everything you think about, everything you do, even down to what you eat. You really just have to make sure that you try and let go of thinking that you're like a victim of your life. Because anything that you put your mind to, you genuinely can achieve. It's very important to be very mindful of the things that you're thinking about in terms of allowing stuff into your brain, i.e. negativity. You want to be more positive, and you want to just make sure that you believe that you are able to achieve anything. So like a big one is having that motivation, the consistency and the discipline. When you are putting your mind to like a goal, you really just have to make sure that you are consistent at it and you're disciplined and you have that motivation and inspiration to do and achieve that thing that you are trying to do. Build great habits and make sure you're making the best version of yourself every single day. So I would say start by breaking down bad habits, and that might be like going out with your friends, drinking a lot of alcohol. Maybe you smoke, maybe you're very lazy, you lay in bed and you just sit on your phone scrolling on social media for hours and hours and hours. Try and break down bad habits like this and create new habits. When you're feeling a little lazy, jump up, go for a walk or a run, go to the gym. Instead of going out and spending money on alcohol and stuff, say to your friend, should we go and eat? Do things that are going to benefit you. When it comes to like your job, you could literally put an hour of pure time and effort into something that you're working towards, instead of 8 hours where you're sitting there and you're like an hour in, you get bored, and then you go on your phone and you start scrolling on social media. That you're just wasting your time. So instead of doing 8 hours of literally unfocused in and out, how about you literally solely focus on the thing you're doing for a solid hour. Give yourself no phone time and really focus on the thing that you're trying to achieve. This is the best way to build good habits. Understand that perfection isn't a real thing. It's like a facade that people make up in their head. We are our own perfect person, and you can't look at someone and think, oh my goodness, he or she is perfect, because everyone has imperfections. Nobody is perfect, but what you can do is be your perfect version of yourself. And what I mean by that is accept your flaws and the things that you love about yourself, like own them. And a good way to actually feel like you're actually unstoppable is write down the things that you might not like too much about yourself and actually change them into things that you love about yourself. For example, if you're someone that doesn't like their weight, you could maybe put something like, I'm not happy with my weight, but I'm going to do everything I can to achieve the best weight that I can possibly be at. That might be going to the gym, that might be eating better, that might be going on walks. You need to do things and actually work towards the things that your bad habits are causing you unhappiness. And this is how you're going to become unstoppable. You're going to become unstoppable because you're really just working towards the things that you didn't think you'd be able to achieve, but you're doing it anyway. And then when it comes to things you really want to achieve, like your goals, maybe you want to build a home, maybe you want to build a school in another country, maybe you want to own 6 businesses, maybe you want to be like the best yoga person in the whole of England or wherever you're from. Whatever it is that you want to do, determine that goal, and what you do is, because you've already started to break these bad habits, you've now got room for improvement in the goal aspect of your life. You're able to really just work on them things, and if you can break a bad habit, you can literally build good habits, because bad habits are the worst and the hardest to break. Now you've broken a bad habit, you're going to work towards a great habit, and bad habits that you break, you're going to replace them for better habits, and this is how you're going to become unstoppable. What I would like to say is the first thing you should do is choose who you want to be. Don't listen to people when they say like, oh, you've not changed, like you're never going to change yourself. You can literally change the story of your life. If you want to change your job and you go and do a new role, that means you've changed your life. You're now a new person in your life. You are able to do and be whoever it is that you want to like become. So first establish that. What is it you want to become? Who is it you want to be? And figure out what are the things you need to do to get there, and really just take the action and believe that you're able to achieve it. These are some things that you really have to work on to become unstoppable and to just find that success within yourself. So you need to replace these type of things that I'm going to be speaking about now. And the first one is overthinking. Overthinking is like one of the biggest self-sabotaging things that we can actually do to ourselves, because most of the time we overthink into fake scenarios and we actually create them in our life. So try not to overthink too much. Unless you're thinking about positive things, try not to overthink negative scenarios into your head, because you will just attract that into your life. And everything you are thinking about is creating your life. Take action. And by taking action, you can actually realize how by putting anything into motion, you're able to achieve anything. And it will just become so much easier as you start to achieve things along the way. Like, don't have this massive perception of, I want to build a house in a year. Like, actually give yourself some time. What do you need to do to get there? And slowly like tick off goals along the way. You can really just reach new levels of greatness by just taking action. Tea break. This is peppermint tea. It's like one of my favorite teas. It's so lovely. So moving on to the fear of failure, you need to understand that failure is actually how we get to success. It's like a stepping stone. You have to really embrace those failing moments that you go through. And that could be in anything, in your just personal life, in your business, in anything you do. Really embrace them failing moments. I know in the moment it can be really tough and really dampening on your soul, but really just embrace it, because you have to see this as an opportunity to learn and grow. Because when you are in failing moments, that is actually when you will learn about yourself and you actually grow into creating that success that you're looking for. Moving on to procrastination. This is a big one, because what people don't understand is the sooner you start, the sooner you're actually going to see the results you're looking for. Like, even me, I've been a big sucker of this in my life. I will say I'm going to do something and I still haven't done it. Like, there's things I need to do and I've still not done it. And we just procrastinate because we're like, yeah, it will get done, and it never gets done. This is why it's really good, like every week on a Sunday, I write down my schedule for the week, and I always have a to-do list of things to do, and I don't like try and do everything all in one day. For example, like if you're trying to, I don't know how it is and depending on the country you're in, but in England, for example, if you're trying to call like maybe your utility supplier, sometimes it takes an hour on the phone just to get through to someone. So if you've got something like that, don't then try and do that and every other thing that you need to do on the phone that could take 4 hours of your day. Split it over the week, and this is probably the best way to stop procrastinating things. But even in terms of like any goals that you want to achieve, like YouTube, I procrastinated YouTube for so long because I always had like something, I always had an excuse. I want to wait till I move into my new house. I want to wait for the best setup. I need to have an amazing display. None of that matters as long as you are providing good value to people, you have high quality audio, and you have good visual content. No one really cares. Like, you actually have to get out of this feeling of people caring. So off topic, but just an example, don't procrastinate. Just start. Whatever it is you want to do, just start it. Complaining and negative thinking needs to be replaced with gratitude. And I say that because the more you think negatively and the more you complain, the more you're going to see negative things show up in your life. So try and be more grateful. If you wake up in the morning and you're feeling extremely ill, maybe you've got like a flu or your nose is blocked, instead of being like, I'm super ill, I don't feel great today, change that for, I am so grateful for my health and I'm so grateful I got to wake up and see another day. Because some people don't. So try and see the best in things all the time. And I know it's really hard to like be positive all the time. Like, people might think I'm a super positive person. I have days where I don't feel great. I have days where I'm feeling a bit negative. But what I don't do is when I feel a certain way, I try not to speak it out into existence. As soon as you've spoken on something, you're instantly attracting it. Just remember to see the greatness in all of aspects of your life. Like, there are people that unfortunately don't even have a warm home to live in. They're on the streets and stuff. So you really just need to be mindful and be grateful of the things that you have. Like even me, I've been in my apartment for over 6 months now and I still don't have a table and chairs. It probably is because I'm procrastinating, but at the end of the day, I'm also super picky. I'm like, okay, so I've got white walls, I've got some black things, I've got some grey things. I've got black floor and grey floor. What do I do? Like what colour clashes do I do? Actually, if you actually have an idea, drop that below because I'd like to know, because I'm very indecisive and I actually will choose one table and then I'm like, no, I don't like that. I don't think it will match the colour theme. So things like that, I could be like, I don't have a table and chairs, but I'm actually grateful because I'm able to put food in my belly. I'm able to sit on my sofa. I'm able to stand and eat. Some people like can't stand. Some people don't have a sofa. Just be really grateful for the things you have in your life and try not to be so negative and try not to complain so much, because as much as you have things in your life, it can easily get taken away. Next one is a big one. Less TV and more positive things. So you could replace TV with books, podcasts, even just going out for a walk or going to the gym. TVs are great for like relaxing your mind and just to like have that chill time maybe with your partner or your friend, or just to shut off for an hour or two. But don't get too into watching TV that you rely on this for happiness, because you will become super lazy. Like there was a quote from someone that sold Lamborghini, and it said, someone said like, why do you guys not have adverts or something? I quote unquote, I don't really remember it. Why do you guys not put Lamborghini adverts on the TV? And it's the truth in what he said is, why would we show an advert on a Lamborghini on a TV? The people that are buying Lamborghinis, they're not watching TV. So you need to be like, okay, what do I want? Because if you want to be successful, unless you're putting your TV on to watch a podcast or to play some lo-fi or something, you're just sitting here all day watching Netflix for 5 hours. All you're doing is making that person that runs Netflix more successful. That's all you're doing. So be more mindful of the things that you're actually putting into your brain, i.e. TV, and change it for more positive things like books. Books are so good for you. Some people think like reading is like you're a bookworm. I used to hate reading. I used to actually look at people and think, oh my God, you're reading a book. Now I'm like, read. Like my biggest way of giving gifts to people is buying them books, because I've learned so much and my mindset's absolutely shifted when I started reading. And the last topic I'm going to cover is investing into yourself. And investing into yourself could be like maybe getting a mentor, maybe getting a course, maybe paying for someone to train you in the gym. There's so many different aspects of this, and why I say this is because when you invest into yourself, you're actually giving yourself more of a probable chance to succeed. You really need to find the things that are holding you back. For example, maybe it's clubbing, maybe it's drinking alcohol, maybe it's sitting scrolling on social media, maybe it's watching TV. Figure out the things that are actually stopping you and procrastinating you in your life, and try and invest into yourself in other areas. When you feel like switching on the TV, switch on a podcast, invest into yourself, invest into your knowledge, your wealth, your health, and you will see great results. Start to take more accountability and responsibility for your actions. When things go wrong, stop looking for other people to blame and really just sit in that moment and be like, okay, I went wrong here, I take account, I take responsibility, and this is how you're gonna become like unresistably unstoppable. And another thing this will actually do is boost your self-esteem and boost your confidence. And before we end the video, just remember to fall in love with the creative process of that which you're doing. Whatever it is you're doing, just make sure it's enjoyable. If you're doing something and you're bored of it, or you're not enjoying it, you're waking up and you're thinking, oh, I have to do this today, make it enjoyable, because what are you doing otherwise? You're just wasting your time. You're going to have that complaining negative attitude, and you're just going to really not enjoy it, and you're just going to attract the worst things and the worst outcomes of that which you're doing. So try and be more positive, try and love the process and make it enjoyable for you so that you can succeed a lot quicker. And just really try and see the good in bad situations. I know it can be hard when you're feeling down or you're feeling stuck or you're feeling alone, but times will get better. And I've been someone that has been depressed. I've been depressed and literally been told by the doctor that I'm depressed, and I could have gone on medicational pills, but I chose to do like a more herbal route. I then started doing stuff like meditation and yoga, and it really helped just like my mind. I've been in situations where like in my life, I've been unhappy, I've had trauma and stuff from my childhood, and I've actually just learned to see the good in situations. Like maybe I went through those things to be able to help others. If I didn't go through the things I've been through, I don't think I'd be doing this now. Because my purpose on earth is to help serve humans, to help like give and provide knowledge to other people. I feel like that's what I'm here for. I feel like I'm really here to just help others in any way that I can. I feel like I have like a healing energy, but Anywho, so to end our video, of course, we're going to finish with an affirmation. And the affirmation for today's video is, I am grateful for my life, the knowledge and wisdom that I have. I am blessed every single day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Wherever you're watching from, please drop a comment if you like this video, and please like, because it massively helps me to be able to spread knowledge and awareness to other people that want to better their lives. Thank you for watching. Take care.